over the last 20 years, hiking in the Adirondacks and specifically in the high peaks, I've seen quite a few changes happening up there. Probably the biggest change, and the ones that most people notice right off the bat, is the number of people that are hiking. Of course, with all these people coming, we also have the impact effect of humans and that impact on wilderness, and specifically what wilderness is. Of course, in the Adirondacks, we have certain designations for certain areas. Wilderness is the highest designation and the one that is the most protected. Most of the high peaks, if not actually all the high peaks, reside within a wilderness zone, which means there's quite a few regulations that are in place to help protect that. The impact of humans on that has been varied.
We got maybe half a mile. Yeah, we're close. Look at this. Not quite so close.
So how do we take care of this area? How do we best protect this precious resource that we have? The best thing is to follow all the tenets, the 7 tenets of leave no trace. A lot of people think of leave no trace as carry in, carry out, and that is only a very, very small part of how you can best prepare to do this. So, the first tenet is the most important, the one that most people miss, and that is plan ahead and prepare. Know what you're going, know the area that you're going to be in. Notice the mileage. Go ahead and plan it out. Do the hike in your head first. The other thing is also the planning is find out about the regulations for the area. Always, and now moving to the second part, always traveling and camping on durable surfaces. The trails in the Adirondacks are not like the trails out west. They're ugly. They're rough. Most of the trails, especially in the high peaks, follow fall lines, drainages.
We're like 9 or 8 miles in, and I think we're heading up there. Yeah, feeling good.
Fortunately, they're not sustainable. So what we see is a lot of rocks, a lot of roots, a lot of run out, a lot of erosion. Can we overcome this? Not without real trail reconstruction in a lot of areas where they'd have to be rerouted and stuff, and we've been doing that for quite some time. But the best way to do is continue to stay on that surface.
Summit number 1, Redfield.
When you get to the Alpine Zone, it is absolutely really, really important. I don't know how else to put it. The different over 100 species that we have on approximately 100 acres, and the Alpine Zone up there is all there is. There's no more of these plants south of here. This is the last place until you go to the Whites, or to Baxter and Maine, or then you have to go to the edge of the Arctic Circle to find most of the plants that we have living there. To step on them is to kill them. Understanding that dynamic and how long it takes for a plant to reproduce could be anywhere from years to decades to 100 years. So it is an amazing zone with amazing plants. Some actually heat themselves. Diapensia will be 5 degrees warmer than the air temperature. There's just amazing plants. When you have the opportunity, if you're up there, you get to talk to summit stewards. They will take you through whatever's in bloom, and they will show you, and they'll give you an idea of how things grow up there and why it's such an amazing place. So above tree line, always do the rock hop. Always the rock walk, whatever you want to call it. Always step on rock, never step on vegetation, and help us protect that the best we can.
I think that's Marcy.
Nice.
Yeah, that's definitely Marcy. Stunning views on Cliff Mountain, peak number 2 of the day.
So why is it so important that we protect places like the Adirondack Park? There's a lot of reasons that we need to understand why they're so important to our culture, our way of life, our recreation, but most importantly, I think, is for me what they've done for me physically, mentally, and spiritually as I take on these challenges. And trust me, there are quite a bit of challenges when you get into doing this, and you get into doing it a lot. But the other thing from a more environmental aspect too is that we've got 6 million acres of protected land now that really works as a carbon filter, really helps take carbon out of the air, which really helps our environment over the long time. The more green spaces we can have, the more trees we can plant, the better off we're going to do in reducing our carbon footprint. Also, nature's beautiful. People love to get out and experience it. There's nothing better than taking a walk in the woods and watching the stress just drop away as everything just becomes silent, or everything becomes clear, or even those conversations you might have with yourself as you're walking on the trail or with other people forms a whole different effect on your livelihood, stress levels, health. Just an important place to always be here.